Alrighty, so today's video, we're making another pregnancy update video. Simone is 38 weeks, going on 39 weeks.
Yes.
Correction from last video. We're not going into the future, we're in the now. So on Friday, Simone is full term. We'll say she's the general manager.
Yeah.
And the doula's the coach, and
Yeah.
we're the players, and they're making sure we're playing our positions right.
Exactly.
And if anything needs to happen, they'll put in the people that needs to be in place.
And it's also crazy how it's like the nature is not stupid.
Yeah.
Like the nature intended certain things to work a certain way. And then yes, we get so happy with technology, but sometimes technology is also hindering us.
Yeah. Now just get into this whole experience, because this might be our last video, honestly. Because
Before I give birth.
Yeah. Because if I would say if it doesn't happen next week, we'll make one, because it'll be 1 week or a few days afterward. So we'll do that, but I doubt we'll get there. But this is our last update video because we got Simone about to give birth. No, but the thing is, like, my point of view of our experience with the midwives, and the thing is, like, it's crazy to me that not enough people is doing this.
Yeah.
Like, I honestly think all Black women in particular should go through this process and be referred to an OB. I think they should go to a midwife first, then get referred to an OB because they're high risk, not the other way around. Because the amount of, like, I've learned so much about this, Simone's anatomy, what's supposed to do, what changes and all that stuff, that it's like, that's what you pass on to the next generation if we have daughters or whatever the case may be. Because of course my mother had sons, so she's like, I ain't teaching y'all nothing. But the thing is, like, me being in the know is like, that helps Simone and helps me advocate for her, no matter what predicament we're in and things like that. So it's just crazy that a lot of this information is new information. This whole journey was new information. But the thing is, a lot of it I kind of went out and saw after, then we'll say challenged it to the midwives. I asked them and things like that, and they would answer it. Like, I'll have some like really good questions, and they're like, "Oh, we're surprised you're asking those questions." But to me, it's like, if you're a Black woman, and you're hesitant about the medical system because you know about it, the midwifery is the way to go. Like, if you're high risk, okay, they know that, they'll refer you and go the doula route. Like, no Black woman should go into the hospital system without a doula. That pertains to giving birth. Like, it's crazy to me how much stuff they know and how of a natural process it is. Like, they don't scare you of, oh, it's gonna hurt this. Like, the media scares you, the hospital scares you of the pain and stuff like that. Some women can't do it, things like that. But if you go through the midwifery, they'll empower you for you to understand, like, you can do it, but if you don't want to, you could do like the Kendrick Space, a hybrid program where they'll train you here, but they know that you're going to a hospital. But it's just that this information about how the body works, what is and is not needed, medical interventions, things besides medications to take and things like that, is just, it boggles my mind why it's like there's a solution to the problem of the inequities, not inequities, how Black women are being treated in the hospitals, unfairly.
Yeah.
So it's like, it might cost a bit out of pocket depending on your insurance, but to me, if it's a life or death situation, and you get to know about your body and things, like, because when you go to the hospital, they're just putting you through the system, and at the end you have the baby, then they'll say, okay, this, discharge.
Yeah.
But all throughout every appointment with the midwife, we're learning something. And if I'm not learning something, I'm researching it at home, and I'm asking them, and they're answering those questions.
Yeah. I've never asked a question, no matter how far ahead or whatever the case is. I've never been told, oh, we're not there yet. We're not there yet. We're not there yet. No. Like, they answer the question as deep. I mean, every single question that I had, they always answer it. And the things, like, to me, is so important because it depends on what kind of personality you have, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes I want to know, like, okay, something stupid. Sometimes, like, I watch a movie And if it's starting to be crazy, I will go to the end, watch the end, be satisfied, and then come back and watch the movie again. That's literally kind of like how I am sometimes. So me asking question that for something that might could happen in 6 or 7 months from now, that's how I learn. That's how I stay calm. That's how I am. So asking those questions, and then they just kind of give me the answer. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. You know what? And then yeah, when we get there again, if you have the same question again, don't hesitate to ask us, and then we'll tell us. Or when I ask a question about lactation, she did answer, and she said, you know what, keep that question again and ask again to the lactation lady, and she's gonna tell you again in more detail and probably even give you something else, whatever. So I like the fact that there's no out of all questions are fair game.
Yeah.
Whatever questions you learn, whatever maybe you heard from a friend for somebody, you ask those questions, they'll answer it. And then the fact that also it's I don't understand why the medical system make the OB could only see you for 15 minutes, right? And
the insurance.
The insurance,
I said,
make you see for just 15 minutes. And I also know the OB is trained differently than the midwife. I don't know where. Anyway, but the point is kind of the way the midwife are treating me and this pregnancy, it's just so much more than just kind of okay, we measure the baby is good.
It's more than a chart.
Yeah, we took the baby's heartbeat, heart rate is good.
It's good.
Okay,
good.
Measuring is good. Whatever the case, it's just more than that. It's kind of okay. So how you feeling? What changed from last week to this week? What are your concerns? And then kind of saying that okay, this is okay. So from now, I want you to practice this because this might end up happening or may not be ending happening. Okay, all over. I want you to start being on the lookout of this. It's just it's a whole thing. It's it's of course, if I'm in my head, my body's going to tighten up and then.
The unexpected.
Yeah, it's you have to be woosa completely. So I kind of really enjoy the fact that the sessions are long enough for them to have to go through it. And then they just get so excited about seeing me, they just go excited about babies. It's kind of whew, I feel like I'm giving birth to I don't know, like a little king, like one of the African country kings. So they just get so excited, they even just feeling what the baby position is. It's just all those little things just make the experience so much more enjoyable for me, because that's kind of what I needed. All that love, all that support, being empowered that yes, your body is made for this, you could do it. Of course, if you need to be transferred, you're going to get transferred. If you feel it's your birth, right?
Yeah.
You decide how you want to do it. If halfway through the birth, I say, you know what, guys, I can't take this. Ship me to the hospital. I need to take my epidural. They will take you, right?
I would say no. No, Simone, you can do it.
Yeah.
I would say, no,
but this is where also sometimes you want to give up during a difficult task,
Yeah.
right? They're going to try to empower you, but obviously if you get to the point where now she's really serious, she's out. Then, and if you stop progressing, then of course,
that's different. Yeah, the stop progressing part is different than you giving up. They won't let you give up.
Yeah, they're going to keep and honestly, I don't want to give up. I don't want people around me to let me give up. So
yeah,
I already know that, and that's why it's good to have that good bond with your birth team, right? Because they know you, they know what you want, and they're gonna keep you they're gonna keep you focused. They're gonna keep you there. They're gonna keep you in the game, right? Keep you.
But the thing is, even so with me, my personality, especially in this relationship, is I have to be in the know.
Yeah.
They can't be anything that Simone's going through that I don't understand a little bit of.
Yeah.
That's why I'm in all the appointments because I drive Simone everywhere, but I'm in tune. Okay, what do I have to learn? So if something does go on or a decision has to be made, I need to be able to make a sound decision. Mm-hmm. The midwives will tell me what they think, doula will tell me what they think, but it's up to me to make the decision if Simone can't.
Yeah.
So I have to know everything that's going on.
Yeah,
I have to know, okay, this is what this means. This is what this means. More Simone water breaks. This is what we do. Everything that's going on when things are happening, I have an understanding of what's going on.
Yeah.
So if we do go to the hospital, there's no way that the doctors can say something to me that I don't understand off the rip.
Yeah.
I don't want him it's if he says something to me, I don't want, or anyone say anything to me, I don't want to depend on that person to explain it to me.
Yeah.
So, okay, yeah, I understand that is. What do you suggest?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
what is the medical
this
reason?
is what I heard, boo, boo, boo. Or it's you know what? we're not going that route because I know there's a different route. So I'm educated through the wazoo. So if Simone can't make a decision, I can, and I'll do it. So Simone knows that, okay, he has my back.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people, you have your person there. They don't know what's going on. They just want the best for you. So they'll listen to
the doctor and say,
all the professionals, but they know, I know all the lactation stuff. I know all the terms that goes, all the pre-labor, all the stuff going on with that, afterbirth stuff. I know
and then
all
we just
of it.
learned something against today, the golden hour. She said, if you in the hospital, make sure you ask about the golden hour.
If we ever get transferred out, I already know what to ask for,
exactly,
how to vouch for Simone and things like that. But we have to do it, but it doesn't matter. I know it too, so it's me and her against the system if that happens.
Exactly.
If that's the road we have to take. But there's nothing that's gonna go fly past me that I don't know already. Yeah, so
and because you're prepared, and then it's not like it's a shock as in what I never heard of that, because that's what I'm saying. It's really, I would definitely encourage any husband to make sure you go with all appointments, because right now, honestly, okay, first of all, even before this pregnancy, I am all over now. We're a little different in the sense that I think I might be more okay, I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna train at 5 a.m. stuff like that, but I could be also very lazy. Right? I could be very lazy. I could procrastinate when it comes to doing a lot of research and everything. There are a lot of stuff that's happening with this pregnancy that I just sat down and all of it came with the information. You would think that is the one carrying the baby. You would think no, but that's why two is better than one. So I encourage husband out there to take that, to alleviate that, and do that work for your wife. Because I didn't research anything for a registry. I didn't research a stroller. I didn't research a car seat. I didn't research why this mattress is better, is breathable. I didn't research all of that because my mind is taxed. And also, like I said, I'm naturally kind of lazy like that. And then with the pregnancy, it just got worse. I'm listen, I'm carrying this baby, and that's all I'm doing. I'm going to take care of myself and this baby, and then that's all I could do. I mean, fortunately for me, like I said, I found the right partner for myself, right firefighter for this kid. So all of it did all that work that's so necessary, but I couldn't do.
Yeah, all the back end stuff.
All the back end. Even when I mentioned the fact that I wanted to go with a midwife, it also took even him to even say, yeah, you should do it, because he went in there and did even more research than I even had done. I just kind of had I think it's a good idea, whatever the case is. But if you really asked me why, I couldn't really tell you a clear why. Now I could definitely tell you, but
Well, I gave you a why.
Yeah, after
I want to do this. I was okay, let me look into it.
Yeah,
okay, this is why you want to do this.
This is why you want to do this.
This is why you want to do this.
Exactly, So I definitely encourage every papa out there, listen, take that burden away from your wife, because I mean, my brain cells are just nah, we're not going there.
And it's
you're not blindsided, right?
Yeah.
So even if you go to the hospital, right? So you're not blindsided. No one's gonna come to you and say we should do this. You're gonna be wait.
Yeah.
Why?
Especially when you're in the hospital. We've heard stories about nurses coming in suggesting stuff, and it's wait. And the person they were doing it to was knowledgeable, so it's nah, we're good with it.
We're
good with that. But it's just again.
Yeah, my friend went through that.
Yeah.
She went to the same. She worked in a hospital. At a different, I think she worked in cancer, something like that, a different one. And she went to the hospital, maternity one, right? So they don't know she's a nurse. And people really tried her. And then she kept on talking and talking, no, you're not doing this. Shouldn't you do this before, whatever. And then they got to the point wait, what do you do for a living? She said, why does it matter? Why are you asking what I'm doing for a living, And it was for her was just so bad. Even after she gave birth, she said the president of the hospital was checking on her for at least a good 6 months, because you have that period to sue. And obviously she didn't sue. But because they were they did some kind of stupid stuff, but looking for her, not only she's in medical field, but she's also very educated, even though she was going through pain, but she was able to advocate for herself. No, you're not supposed to do that. Shouldn't you do this? Stuff like that. And people will try you, something.
Yeah, especially in the medical field, when you don't know, you don't know. So.
And then because you go in there trusting, right?
Yeah.
As in, if they say this must be nice.
Well, if they say that means it must be necessary.
It must be necessary.
Yeah, if they said, well, I'm not dilated enough. Well, I need what's it called when you...
Pitocin?
No, not Pitocin, but I guess Pitocin. But you're not dilated enough, so they make you dilate. What's it
They
called?
induce you.
Yeah, induce.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
we need to induce you. It's
Induce
like
you. Yeah, it's like
real,
why?
yeah. So
Like
because
it's
just
not
because you
even.
came early.
Yeah, exactly. And the thing is
Yeah.
like someone else told me like, oh yeah, they might need to induce her. And my first question was like, what is the medical reason for it, right? Because I'm like, if you not in distress, the baby's not in distress, and it's not your due day yet, why are we inducing you? You know, stuff like that. What is the
Yeah.
medical reason for that? Like your due date's in 2 weeks. Why are we inducing you before?
Yeah,
Like
so
it doesn't.
just being confident in asking those questions or knowing someone that's gonna ask those questions
Yeah,
if that makes you feel some kind of way because
yeah,
someone told you or someone in the medical some doctor or nurse asked you for that and they kind of try to put it on you, but
yeah,
like nah, not here.
yeah,
And the thing is like that's through all the midwife stuff. Even though I did my own research,
yeah,
it's the midwife stuff. Like nah, like this is how it is. Boom, boom, boom.
yeah.
And the center we go to, Kendrick Space LA, their last thing is any kind of medical intervention.
Intervention.
Any.
Yeah,
So if Simone needs something, they're gonna go her herbal route.
yeah,
And if
yep,
that doesn't work, then they'll do what they need to do. But
yep,
they
yep.
don't want nothing medical happening to it. Like Simone's gonna go through the process 100% on her own. Unless something goes on, then they'll make
Yeah.
those moves. So it's just it's like it's encouraging to have the trust in the natural process.
Yeah, yeah.
Instead of trusting everything else.
I know because because then again it's like your body's meant for this. I don't have any complication.
Yeah.
I didn't get pregnant. Difficult, like it wasn't like I had to do a bunch of backflip to get pregnant. So everything is happening well. So it doesn't make any sense to start saying like, you know what?
We're towards the end. Let's
We're gonna be doing this. We're gonna like no, we're gonna keep doing this. We're gonna go the nice natural way. We're gonna go the nice what is that like what is that when you do those kind of doctor whatever. We're gonna go the natural way, and if there's something, we're gonna find the herbs, whatever the case is, like the natural herbs, whatever. And if that doesn't work out, we need more intervention. Okay, we're gonna do more of that,
yeah, or we
and
do it at scales.
we
Like
do
we
it
go
at
up,
scales,
up, 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 up.
and then
But
like literally, yeah. So today was a good day.
yeah.
Well, it's always a good day after all the thing, but we learned something new today with the lactation, the nurse. So that was really really cool to kind of like, yo, wow, this baby's literally moving like slowly to the point where, oh wow, yeah.
So yeah, we
I hope we could like do that. We could
do
like
what?
once they put the baby, we have to record it.
Who
We just have to put a tripod there.
tripod.
Put a tripod there and then just watch the baby do his thing or her thing.
But yeah, it's so today was eventful. Just the whole process has done well for us. It really educated us. I never knew I was gonna learn this much with Simone giving birth and everything. So it's again another thing we added in our chapter of things we've done in our relationship.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I am so grateful. I'm so happy because I feel like, sometimes we make pregnancy to be easy. Some women might make it look easy or whatever the case, or make it look like too dangerous, whatever the case is. But I'm just so glad that I'm going through this and he's seeing this. Because I feel like also you appreciate, I don't know, the process even more because you're part of it. You can
Yeah.
see, you're seeing what's happening. You're seeing how my body, how my body is changing, how I'm going from like a maximum strength to like
Can't
having
go
a
for pennies,
yeah,
penny
having
curls.
having a hard time getting off the bed right now. I just kind of feel like you're supposed to see that, like it's good for any husband to see their wife go through that. Because I feel like you just kind of like, oh wow, it's not just so easy to just push a baby out. Because even with my recovery, you're going to want to like you always did. But imagine if you didn't go through that. We hear some really crazy story like about some husband who are just crazy, as in thinking that you're gonna give birth and bounce back and start pressuring you to do certain things. Like no. And I feel like sometimes if those husbands have gone through the process like you did thoroughly, they will be, I don't know,
Sympathetic.
they will be sympathetic.
Yeah.
There will be maybe less postpartum depression. There will be so much more, like the process will be so much more better. But
Yeah.
with you, it's like, I don't have to worry about doing certain things afterwards. I don't have to worry about anything like being rushed or whatever the case is. And I also, you understand that, you know what, Simone needs to heal. Like
Yeah.
Simone needed to support this whole process. Simone needs to heal. Simone needs to get her shoe tied. I'm gonna help her. Like just little stuff like that, I'm glad that we're going through this together because that's the only way you could truly understand.
Yeah,
like
and just appreciate the outcome.
I appreciate the outcome.
And yeah, we started this. this journey is on the outcome and how we got like. Just imagine how we first started our first video to now. It's like
now. It's
we're
like
almost
day
like
and night.
experts.
Yeah.
Like we're almost like experts on what
like-
your body's going through.
It's like, yeah, it's just so.
And when we started, it's like we had no idea what was about to happen.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
I feel like I want to go back and watch that first video again.
Yeah. That was basically an announcement say, hey, I'm having a baby.
Yeah.
Now it's like, yo, boom, 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 advocate, boom, boom, boom. You ain't messing with that. Boom, boom, boom. No interventions.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom. We hate hospitals now.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
it's just again progression in knowledge switches the way your thought process. So
Look at
yeah.
that. Look at how this.
It's hard again. Oh,
Yeah,
damn.
look at that.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Yeah, I can't even press on it.
Yeah.
It's like,
It's like a basketball.
Yep.
A inflated basketball.
yeah.
So yeah. So it's like it's you know what? It's like we're not educated, but we're empowered enough to where it's like we're ready for this.
Yeah.
And you look forward to okay, let's see what happens. We'll know like we're confident going into this.
Yeah,
So
that's the thing.
Yeah.
I'm not scared going to this. I'm welcoming the process. I'm happy to go through it. Like, I'm feeling good, guys.
Yeah.
I'm
So
feeling good. I have positive thoughts and I'm trying to keep it that way. I've kind of steered away from social media, from the news. I'm just kind of like, just let me just be in a good place. So
So
how long has the video been? If
I
you're
don't know.
still
I
here,
can't- yeah, thanks.
we appreciate you. Yeah,
We're
But
wrapping it up
hopefully-
now.
Yeah, hopefully you find the conversation interesting because we just kept on like going and going.
Yeah, but I mean, it feels good to know what's going on.
Yes.
Like honestly, it
Absolutely.
feels good to know what's going on.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things like like when you know now you want to like make sure everyone out there
Yeah.
knows as well. And that's why I was saying like every black woman should start off with a midwife.
Yeah.
Then
And
go into an OB.
Get into OB if it needed to be.
Yeah, because you can always get an OB whenever.
Yeah.
So it's better to start off with a midwife so you understand what's going on than
Yeah.
if you're high risk or whatever the case may be, or you want to go to hospital route.
Yeah.
You understand advocacy, how to fend for yourself and things like that. Whatever you choose to do.
I mean, they are just so empowering. Like,
Yeah.
for instance, like I have a hard time drinking medicine. Like I hate drinking pills, right? But just something like today, she was like, you know what, Simone, I know it's little, but she was like, Simone, I am so proud of you that you keep taking all your supplement because I know you hate it, but you are keeping at it. It just like I just feel like, oh, look at me. I feel like the teacher giving you an apple for being great. Just little things like that. Like they because they took the time to hear me out, and then I've voiced it so many times that I hate drinking pills, but I'm still doing it. Like it feels good to be heard. It feels good to be validated. Like like I could text. I think 2 Sundays ago, it was just going, just like I was not feeling well, the social media, stuff like that. And I texted one of the midwife and then she responded. And then the message, like, I just felt so validated. So, and it's because we have that long time together, So yeah, highly, highly recommend a doula or like you say, start with a midwife. And then if you
definitely start with a midwife, even though if you have the same OB, you've been seeing them forever, just start with a midwife.
Yeah. Or have a midwife because our center, they do hybrid.
Yeah, hybrid program.
So you don't have to choose one of the other.
Yeah.
You could still have that. It's like having a shaman. Like, you still have that auntie that like who knows her stuff. Not just kind of like she knows, she's a medical provider. She knows her stuff, but she's gonna also fill you up with love and hear you. So because in our classes there's a lady there who was giving birth at a hospital, but she was also she took a hybrid program, and she said the hospital is fine for her because she doesn't take anyone's crap. Like she's ready to curse somebody out. So she knows she could really advocate for herself, but still she's gonna have a midwife. She has a midwife, like she's doing the stuff. So I feel good going through this process. Like I feel like she said, I'm not gonna sit here and wait for this child. She said, don't worry, this child's gonna come. It's gonna come. To just go about my days and
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, like. Yeah, we're good.
Yeah.
We're good.
Man, guys, if you're still here watching this, hopefully because you enjoy the conversation, and all of us sometimes you always like kind of like
What I do?
you give like a at 12 minutes, this is what's happening.
Oh yeah. Chapters.
You
Yeah,
do chapters,
chapters,
so
yeah.
you could like move on to the next one. But honestly, I like this whole conversation. So hopefully you enjoyed it too.
Yes.
Hopefully you learned a thing or two, or hopefully that kind of like spark your curiosity.
Yeah, curiosity, definitely. Like
something.
hopefully that did. If you plan on getting pregnant, if you want to get pregnant, hopefully that you'll start searching in your area.
Yeah.
Of midwifery and things like that. It doesn't hurt to look, but it definitely is beneficial than not.
Yes.
To go that route.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's literally no downside to it.
Yep.
Just look into it, ask the questions, learn the process of birth, and just be confident in the way you're going to have and don't let the medical field scare you into doing things you're not comfortable with. That's the big takeaway.
Yeah.
Don't let the medical field, people in the hospital, if you're going down that route, make you do something that you're not comfortable with. Have them make a choice for you that you don't fully understand. Have them do something that you question later, or you regret afterwards. Like, try to be ahead of the curve with that, because that's how it is with everything. With buying a car, getting a job, all that stuff. You want to be ahead of the curve, know what you're getting into, know how the interview process is, and just be your best self.
Yeah.
And protect yourself, because they
crazy
have some ulterior motives out there. So you want to advocate for yourself, so they understand where you're coming from, what you want, because that's what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to do what you want.
Yeah. See, it's gone.
It's gone.
Back to
It's gone.
normal.
Squishy.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for rocking with us.
Yep.
I hope you really enjoyed this conversation. If you forgot to subscribe when you started watching the video, please go ahead and do that. Hit the notification bell. If you went to a lactation class, did you like it? Did you learn anything? Did anything that we said kind of spark something? Oh my God, I remember that.
Yeah, or I'll look into that.
Or if you already had a baby, did you go through the same thing? If you were in the hospital, did you go through did you ask for a golden hour? Did you know about it? Let us know, please. Let us know. But yeah.
Yep. It was our last one of these. We're not doing this unless we're over our due date.
Yeah.
But even then, I probably won't do it because we're on pin shells or eggshells, pin shells.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But not really though. She said to go and live your life.
Yeah, but these videos ain't life. We're taking this time out for you guys and for us to look back at this.
Yeah.
But
thanks. Guys.
Anything
Merci.
You're all good?
No, yeah,
Alrighty.
all good. All right, we are Oliver and Simone Williams. Oh, jeez.
Out of nowhere.
Okay. Thank you so much, guys, for rocking with us. Until next time.
All right.
Bye.
Peace.